Today I have a haul of the book kinds. That didn't make any sense. These are all the books I have managed to acquire within the past 2 months, whether it be a Christmas present, a random gift from a generous person, or just something I bought myself. Quick disclaimer, some of these books I have read, but I'll tell you which ones they are. It's not many, but within 2 months I have read some of them. So let's get on. The first books I have are the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I bought the entire trilogy at once because I wanted to read it for so long, and they're so beautiful. I'm so excited. I didn't even realize, I bought the exclusive collector's edition of Ruin and Rising, which is the last book in this trilogy, so I really hope I like it. All I really know about it is that it's fantasy and has a castle on the cover of every one. I have to admit, I read the first 2 chapters of this, and then I lost it, and then I found it again, but I'm already reading another book right now, so I guess I'll start this again when I finish it. But from what I've read, I really, really like it, and I'm really excited to actually start really reading it. Next, I have another book that I have wanted to read for a very long time. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I have the gift of butchering names. I'm really, really sorry. Again, all I know about this is that I think it's fantasy. Actually, there's no synopsis on it anywhere, because it's a stupid paperback. Nothing against paperbacks, that would be mean. I just know that I've seen this on everyone's bookshelf except for mine, and I've wanted to read it for so long, and now it's in my possession, and I'm holding it, and it's in my room, and I have it, and that makes me really happy. I'm pretty sure it's fantasy. Again, I think I can officially say that fantasy is my favorite genre. I'm the moody reader. I read whatever I'm in the mood for, but no matter what, I can be in any mood for anything, but I can always pick up a fantasy, and I think that says something. Next, I have I'll Give You the Sun by Jandi Nelson. I bought this for myself as a Christmas present, and I'm really, really happy that I did. I actually went to Barnes & Noble right after I watched Christine's favorite books of 2014, and this she raved about, and I walked into the store, and it was just sitting there, and it was beckoning to me. I'm so happy that I read this. I finished it at 2 a.m. and at 2 a.m. I was a different person than when I started it earlier in the afternoon. It's so good. It basically follows these 2 twins and all the hardships that they went through that led to them growing apart, and then you see, do they come back together, or do they just continue to basically be strangers? And it's so cool because Noah, the one twin, tells the story from when they were 12, 13, and then Jude, the other twin, tells it in present day, so it flips, like chapter-wise. You see things that happened when they were kids, and then it kind of reflects on the present, so it's kind of dramatic irony, and it's beautiful, and it's amazing, and I wished, and continue to wish, there was like a whole nother book, like an epilogue. I recommend this book 12 out of 10. It was just a wild ride. That's what it was. It was a wild ride. This was the kind of book, and this doesn't happen to me often, but I was in bed reading, and when something good happened, I sat up and I started fist pumping, and I couldn't read because I was fist pumping so hard. And I was like this, basically. I was like, because my OTP and the shippage is so shipped, and I'm just like, oh my god. Read it. Just read it and just enjoy it, and oh my gosh, it's so good. I have a book that I very recently bought for myself, and it's a book I've wanted to read for a while, and it's To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Leigh. I've been broadening my horizons a little bit more and deciding to buy more classics, read more classics, and I'm excited. I've wanted to read and get more into classics a little about last year, and I'm finally starting to execute that. I read The Lord of the Flies, Animal Farm, and The Catcher in the Rye, all within the past 3 months. So now I'm gonna read To Kill a Mockingbird, and I'm excited. I even splurged for the prettier cover. They had some really boring ones, and I was like, this one is like ripped on the edges, and it's like this, and it's like, it's so nice. Look how nice that is. It looks so good. It looks so good. So excited. While we're on the whole classics way of thinking, I also got 1984 by George Orwell. Yay! I really love this cover, and it's like, I don't know, it feels nice. It feels really nice. I really liked Animal Farm, and I really like how he incorporated the Russian Revolution with such a simple idea. I decided to get this, and I'm really excited about it. And the only problem is, look how small the words are. That's my weakness. I read so many books, and I still really hate a small font. How am I gonna do it? I have a book of books that is like the queen or king of books right now for me. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I got this for Christmas after I begged for it a lot because I don't know, I didn't feel like buying it. It's only a little over 200 pages, so I finished it in a few hours. I can't really tell you anything about it because it's so good to go into it not knowing anything, and I feel really lucky that I went into it completely oblivious, except for one thing that I didn't think was big and ended up being really big, but I kind of disregarded it, so it's okay. I can't tell you anything about it though, except that you should really pick it up. So this is a companion novel following the one, the only Magnus Bane, my hero. I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's a companion novel, not a companion novel to the Mortal Instruments series. What can I really say? I like to put it on my bookshelf with it facing outwards because everyone is scared of his cat-like eyes. They don't know the story behind them. There's no real story behind them. He's a warlock and he has cat-like eyes. While we're on the Mortal Instruments train. We're not on a train. I'm in my room. I don't know. Maybe you're on a train. If that is, that'd be really cool. Because I just said that you're on a train. I finally have the Shadowhunter's Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. Thank you to my step-aunt for giving me this for Christmas. Why can't I form sentences today? Again, not much to say. It's a companion novel. I finally have it and I can finally read it. Read the Mortal Instruments and you will understand. I just missed it. You will understand the love that these books hold for me. This has to be the prettiest naked book I've ever seen. Do you see that? Do you see? It's like different colors. It's like swirled. It's like sherbet. And then like, ugh! This is true book porn. I just have a pile, not even a good pile, but a random pile of just all the books I'm talking about. You know what? While we're on the Cassandra Clare train, because we're on another train, I have The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. And it's signed. There's a story to go along with how I figured out it was signed, but I don't feel like talking about it, so maybe another day. This is her middle grade book, and I'm really excited to read it. I actually read the first few pages, but I read it right after We Were Liars, and I just couldn't function right after I read that book, so I stopped reading it. From what I remember and what I've gathered, it follows Cal. I think Cal's the middle one because he's the main character and he's up front. And Cal is accepted to go to this school, but before you go to the school, you have to go through the Iron Trial, and he's been warned that this school is not good and he should not go, so he should fail the Iron Trial. His luck is like my luck, basically, and he passes the Iron Trial and gets accepted into the school. With his cohorts, I guess, because they're next to him. So I guess it's just about his ventures. Okay. I got Silent Echo by Elisa. Freilich. Remember that gift of butchering names? Said it again. I just know that Sasha from Book Utopia always talks about this on her Instagram and on her YouTube, and I wanted it. I wanted it really bad. I trust her opinion. It's about a girl who was rendered mute from birth, and she miraculously, I just pronounced that right, gets her voice back, and when she does, it's a siren's voice, so she can compel people to do things. That's so cool. The only problem is the words are small. That's my weakness. They're small words. It's okay, I can deal. Okay. This next book I almost considered not even putting in here because I read it in like a day, like right when I got it. So I completely forgot that it's actually brand new. I got it for Christmas. This Shadowed World by Amie Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Yay! I can't really say a lot about it because it's the sequel to These Broken Stars. If you haven't picked this up, please do. My bookshelf looks so disheveled now. I have a book that I probably would not have bought for myself. By Veronica Roth, and it's signed. I mean, I don't really like prequels except for The Assassin's Blade and The Infernal Devices. This is from Forrest's point of view from Divergent, the first book in the Divergent trilogy. And after I know what happens after finishing the series a while ago, I don't know if I could it's like rereading the first book. I don't know if I can do that. I've only heard good things about it. Like, my friend told me I have to read it because it's so good, and I don't know. I'll get around to it. I have the entire Percy Jackson series. The Olympians, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I got it for Christmas as a box set, and I'm really happy because I read them all, but I didn't have them for my bookshelf. These are like different covers. I haven't seen these kind of covers before. That's not the first book. This is the first book. This is so different than what I had before. I really like these renditions of the books, so. I don't know. I mean, if you haven't read Percy Jackson, you should because he's my husband, and that's kind of rude if you're just ignoring my husband. Don't ignore my husband. Next, I have a series. I got this for Christmas, and it's The Evolution of Mara Dyer, and then I realized this is book 2, so I went back to the store, and I bought book 1, and then when I lost Shadow and Bone, I started this, finished this in about 2 days, finished this in about 2 days, and then when I was in the middle of this, I went back to Barnes & Noble and bought this, which I'm currently reading, and this series is so good. It's so sarcastic, and everyone is so witty, and Mara Dyer has to be one of my favorite fictional characters. She's my number 1 fictional character, right next to Selena Sardothian. They're both number 1. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Bone? Sorry if you didn't know what this is. It's about a boy in Nazi Germany, and he befriends someone in a concentration camp. It's really sad, but just shows the innocence of youth and okay, here is a series I've wanted to read forever. The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. I got this as a box set too. Yay. I don't know how it works. Does the Hobbit come first? Or the Lord of the Rings? All I know is that my 2 favorite people ever, Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, are in these movies. I have refused to watch any of the movies until I read the books. I'm not that person that's like, I won't watch anything until I've read the book. But, I mean, I knew I wanted to, and I didn't really want to have major events spoiled for me. So, yeah. Hey, thank you for watching my first book haul. Lucy! Thank you for watching. And if you could leave me advice for how I could make my future videos better, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Expect more videos. Bye!